Hello there, I'm glad you decided to join me on this small quest. Now, I have a quick question for you. Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to be the agents of chaos in a small village? Well, wonder no more, as today's game lets you live out that thought. However, not as a demonic demon, but as an unsuspecting goose. Yes, I know I'm late to the party in talking about this, but better late than never. So let's discuss Untitled Goose Game. Developed by the Australian studio House, Untitled Goose Game, as mentioned, lets you take control of a goose let loose on an unsuspecting village. Make your way around the town, from people's back gardens to high street shops to the village green, setting up pranks, stealing hats, honking a lot, and generally ruining everyone's day. When I first heard about the premise of the game, I was instantly interested in checking out the game. The idea of being an absolute pain in the backside sounded like it'd be a lot of fun. So I decided to play the game during 2 live streams, and sorry to spoil the rest of the video, but we had an amazing time playing through it. However, I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's discuss the different aspects of the game which made up the fun experience. Starting with the gameplay, it all revolves around completing a list of mischievous tasks by honking, flapping, stealing objects, and generally annoying the townspeople. The objectives range from simple pranks like stealing a gardener's keys to more elaborate puzzles such as trapping a child in a phone booth or organising a picnic with stolen food. I had so much fun just wandering around the town, chasing people and honking at them. Many times during my live stream, I'd be in pits of laughter just for doing simple things like this. However, even though it has its simple aspects in the gameplay, Untitled Goose Game is surprisingly strategic. Players must observe NPC behaviour patterns, time their actions, and sometimes cause chain reactions to achieve their goals. For example, distracting a shopkeeper by turning on a radio allows you to sneak past and steal an item unnoticed. At times, the game needs you to take your time and plot out your mischievous plans rather than storming in and causing chaos. The controls here are very straightforward and can be picked up by anyone. To be honest, I've been thinking about letting my 7-year-old have a go at this, as I think she'd have so much fun playing as the naughty goose. There's no health system or anything like that to worry about, so this could be seen as a cozy game. Well, to a degree. The visuals here, the simplistic but beautiful style that always catches my eye when I'm checking out games to play. It has a hand-drawn aesthetic combined with soft pastel colours, which juxtaposes against the anarchy that can be caused during your run-through. The standout thing in the visuals is the reactions people have to the goose and the scrapes he gets into. When you get that annoyed or scared reaction, they are so satisfying to see. Another aspect that juxtaposes to the anarchy on screen is the music. Inspired by classical piano compositions by Debussy, the soundtrack dynamically reacts to your actions. When you're sneaking, the music is sparse and subtle. When you cause chaos, playful piano bursts to accentuate the moment. The music reacting to the chaos on screen creates some amazing comedic timing that always made me chuckle. If you've not gathered already, the biggest strength of Untitled Goose Game is the humour. I've said this several times during the review. There's something inherently hilarious about playing as a goose whose only goal is to cause trouble. So many moments in this game had me laughing from the moment you see the goose pop his head out from a bush at the start of the game. I was laughing and I had a great time. The final mission in this one is one I will never forget, as it's one of the funniest things I've played in a long time. When someone mentions to me that they're gonna play the game, I bring up the final mission without spoiling it and I say they'll love it. Sure enough, once the game's completed, that's the first thing they mention. Without spoiling it, the mission reminds me of a moment from a very popular British comedy film that I'm sure a lot of you know. If you play it, hopefully you'll see the connection. This, in my opinion, is a great companion game to another title I reviewed on this channel called Thank Goodness You're Here. Very similar humour in both games and both had me chuckling all the way through. Also, both are so quintessentially British, which is baffling to me as Goose Game is developed by an Australian company. Now, I know Australia and Britain do have ties, but this feels so British that it boggles my mind to find out this isn't made in the UK. So if you play Goose Game or Thank Goodness You're Here, you need to visit the others soon after. And to add even more fun into the game, the developers added a 2-player mode, which sadly I've not gotten the chance to try. However, I can see it would be a lot of fun to play with a friend on the sofa and just cause chaos together. As I mentioned earlier in the review, I'm tempted to let my daughter try the game, and I feel she would enjoy the game even more if we played it together, so this might be how I introduce the game to her. As I said earlier in the review, I played this over 2 live streams, so it really doesn't outstay its welcome. Checking how long to beat, the game can clock in at around 3 hours, with the puzzles being as they are, with you having the ability to resolve them any way you want. You can come back to this game again and again, and to a degree, get a completely different experience. Untitled Goose Game is a brilliant example of how a simple concept, executed well, can lead to an unforgettable gaming experience. Its blend of stealth, puzzle solving, and humour makes it a joy to play. If you enjoy light-hearted, quirky games with a touch of mischief, Untitled Goose Game is a must-play. It's a delightful reminder that sometimes the best games are the ones that let you be a little bit naughty. There we have it, folks. That's my look at Untitled Goose Game. Have you played this one? Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments. And if you haven't, let me know if this video has piqued your interest in the game. If you enjoyed this video or it helped you out today, then show me your thumbs by giving the video a thumbs up. Feel free to press subscribe and notification bell. That way you'll know when a new video goes live or when I'm live streaming. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about the companion game I mentioned in this review, then click the video on screen where I discuss the bizarre and brilliant Thank Goodness You're Here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next quest.